Hey, hello, folks. Welcome back to Russ Garage. I've been away for a little while, about a week or so, and I just want to give you an update. What's going on at the garage? It's her thing right there. It's looking really good. It's flat in the back, so uh, and so this is what's going on right here. We got a bunch of spare parts that I had for building a motor or an engine, I would say, not a motor. And so first thing first, I was trying to see if I could. I wanted to do a Hoover mod on this, but I'm not gonna do it because it's not that it's a lot of work, because it's easy work, but I don't think on drilling it's gonna be any beneficial for me, so I'm not gonna do it on the drilling part. The other thing that I'm gonna do to it is the lifters. I'm gonna put the grooves on the lifters so I can get a little more lubrication. I got to put 3 grooves right here, slotted grooves, so I can get this oil passage right there. It gets oil every time it goes up and down. It gets oil one time when it gets to the lubrication ports that are inside the slots here. So, but if you got slots here, you'll get lubrication. You get a little more lubrication, I would say. So it'll get lubrication when it gets to this point and when it gets to this point. So it's something I would like to do. So here we got, this is original crank. It's cut to 25 or 1 step, or what is the other one? 0.10. So it's not a bad crank. It's really good shape. I just gotta polish it. This one has the counterweights welded to it, something that they did back in the days, and they work well. So this crank is a counterbalance. What that means is this right here has a weight on each side, so that way when it turns around, you don't have that vibration. It just turns really fast, spins. It's a 8-pin. 8-pin. So I got the pins right there. So that's a pretty good crank right there. I got some brand new rods. They're a little rusty, but they're brand new. I got 4 of them. I just ordered a straight cut. I want that sound, that whining sound from the straight cut cam. I got a C35 camshaft for it. This is a thumper right here. This is gonna get some RPMs going. I got some chromoly push rods, chromoly studs. This is 8mm. I don't need more. And so I'm doing the case savers. Yeah, somebody already told me I need to shave this. I think I'm just gonna pull it out and get it in. This is the first one I did, so it wasn't flush. So now I'll get them flush. This is too easy. I am gonna leave this at 1641 because I really don't want to invest that money. This is parts that I had laying around. I have some CB Performance solid shaft, and I think this rockers are 1-to-1. I got to do a research because I'm not sure. I got that, so you don't have the valve trains not moving around, so they're solid where they're supposed to be. I got a window tray right here to keep that oil down at the bottom and not sloshing around. That's just a little hardware. So that's what's going on, and I think this is going to be a Revy engine. I think I'm gonna I got some heads right here. This is later heads, and they look really good. So, oh man, I'm leaking all over the place. These are 40s on the casting. So it's a later head, and they look good. I just gotta blast them and make them look really, really nice. And they look outstanding. I'm gonna do a little porting. I'm gonna port it just to clean them up a little bit, not too deep because I don't want to go into the passages. So just clean them up, and so we can get a little more airflow than original. So it's gonna have just a little bit of pouring and probably a little bit of polishing. And what else we got going on? This is the other half of the case over here. And then somebody asked me what was the Hoover mods. Hoover mods, this is what they do. And you do it, the Hoover mods. You go, see this passage right here. This passage is the access to go into the lifter oiling system. So this galley right here, this lifter right here doesn't have, or the truss bearing that goes here doesn't have any lubrication. It gets lubrication from the other side. So what you do is when you have like really, really high revving engines, 8,000 RPMs or so, 7,000 and 8,000 RPM, they drill a passage from this bore to here and then drill down to here. And then you get oiling right here in this bearing, but you still get oil from the other bearing. So I'm not gonna do that. It's not worth my time, and I think if I mess it up, I can screw the case. But I don't think I will. But I don't think it's just worth my time. What I did was this extra hole right here. And people are asking me, what is this? Well, this is, when you look, this is the original hole. That's was supposed to, when the oil comes up to the rear main, you have oil right here up to here, and then it'll drain out through that hole. But I did this hole right here so it won't be so high, the level, so it'll drain to here. And I heard people saying, oh well, it's gonna stop lubrication and everything. The bearing is always gonna have lubrication because lubrication comes from the block, and it's gonna seep out. And then, so if you see, this is a later block or case. This one right here, this is one of those Aerolínea case. The whole time I'll open it, and I'm gonna show you something right quick. All right, let me get a. I'm not supposed to open it with a screwdriver, but that's all I have right now. This case is screwed anyways. It's messed up right here. It's got a hole. It blew up. I guess when they did the boring, or they went in an angle, and whoever did the casting and messed it up. So I purchased it like that a while ago. All right, let me open this case right quick, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So, this case right here is a later case. So this case is brand new, as you see, and it does. You see, it has the Hoover mod already done to it, right there. So if you see, all this lubrications are really, really big, and then you have the Hoover mod done to it right there. This is a later case, so I'm not sure if the engineers, this is a Brazilian case. So when you look over here, this is what I want to show you, point out. I did that hole right here, right? But this older, newer cases, they have, just like the cam, you see the cam has a little relief right here, that oil will come here and it will seep out to the case. You got the same thing right here. You see it? It comes down and seep down to the case. So it's about the same thing when you do that hole, but you're just not messing around with this area, because this is a really tight area right here. And if you go too far, then you'll get seepage to here. So instead of doing this, I just go through the back. But this case right here has the Hoover mod done to it. Well, it has the hole. I'm not sure if it's high. Doesn't look like it has the hole from here that way, but it has this hole right here. So anyways, didn't want to make a long video. So that's where I'm going, what's going on. I'm waiting for parts. I got a bunch of parts coming in. So, and you'll see, I'm gonna do a little bit of, I gotta take 2 studs out. I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's not gonna be today, it's gonna be later in the week. And we'll get that done. Do a little bit of porting. I'm gonna show you how it looks after it ports. Do a little bit of cleaning the valves, and do a valve job on it, and clean up and get it mounted for you guys. All right, so I'll let you go. A little long video, it's too long, but that's what I'm working on, and hopefully I get this done in the next couple weeks. It's just because it's, there's a lot of stuff going on. So well, I'll let you go, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe it. And if you have any comments, just leave them down. And you can find me at Facebook, Aras VW Garage. All right, and that's a Facebook. Okay. Well, I'll see you later. Bye.